Hey Beardos, welcome back to Graybeard Disc Golf. Today I've got something very, very fun. I've been waiting for this for a while and I'm excited to get it in my hot little mitts. I actually have one of the new BuzzSaw buzzes. You can see the saw plastic behind it. Now, the Buzz is arguably the most popular disc in the whole world. Discraft bills it as such. It is easily considered one of the best discs in the whole world, one of the most popular discs in the whole world. So I was really surprised to find that there aren't really any other discs with the exact same flight numbers. So, for example, I looked at Infinite Discs Advanced Disc Finder, and I could only find one disc by Doomsday. I think they call it the Despair, and then a Bernoulli disc, which is a fairly new brand also, but they're the only ones with the exact same flight numbers. Now, that being said, every manufacturer has their own version of a buzz, of basically a straight mid, a dead shot, a dead straight shot, mid-range 5-speed. Today, however, I'm going to be comparing this against several other buzzes. I want to see how this stacks up to some of the other buzzes from my collection. So I've got the Metallic Z, the 20th anniversary buzz. I've also got the ESP buzz, one of the very first discs I ever bought, and also a TI buzz. This is the older titanium as well. So let's get to it. I put myself about 300 feet from the basket. I'm also zoomed in. Obviously, if you've seen my other videos, you know that when I'm on a different zoom, I've got this big fuzzy patch off to the right. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep this in range. Now, I put myself 300 feet from the basket. I don't think I can get there with the buzz. 300 feet might be a bit much for me to throw the buzz. But what it does give me is a nice straight shot. I can actually hang it out. I've always found the buzz to be a little bit overstable for me. So I can kind of put this flat, and we'll try to get it maybe to those trees right in front of the basket. All right, here we go. A little bit of a left to right wind picking up here. Let's just try to get this flat. A little bit of Anheuser, but it should stable up. Look at that go. Woo! Boy, that held that line. That held that little bit of Anheuser really, really well. Wow, okay. Let's try our Z Metallic buzz. Try if we get this flat. This one's a little more domey too. Pretty straight, up a little high, a little bit up in that, little bit of finish. Nice. That's very close. That's excellent. All right. ESP. Oh no. And that's she gone. All right, I have to crawl under the fence there. All right, titanium buzz. Let's just get this at the target. Man, can I just so friggin' straight today? That's better. Straight at it, right in front of that tree. All right, let's get a scope on those and come back and have a few more throws. So that's a little surprising to me. I didn't expect it to be quite so understable. I mean, obviously, I put a little bit of Anheuser on it. I released it a little bit high, but yeah, I used to bag a buzz and I haven't for a while, and I don't know why anymore. Let's throw some more of these and see where they sit. Maybe they're throwing differently for me than they used to. I was hoping that having a target in place was better than just throwing out in the field, but it does not seem to be holding out. Let's get this on target, shall we? Maybe a little bit of Heiser. There we go. That's pretty much exactly how you want a buzz to fly. Oh my goodness. Again, short, not quite the 300 feet, but just a perfect flight. All right, back to the Z Metallic. Little high, little right. Should Heiser out really short. That's okay. Again, straight where I wanted it, right on line. ESP, you're next. Oh, I pulled that one again. It just wants to go over into the... Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, I definitely put too much Anheuser on that one. Let's go back with a little bit of Heiser. Much better. All right, there you go. It flies pretty much exactly like a buzz, exactly how you want a buzz to fly. I think that for someone like with my arm speed, there's not a whole lot of difference between it and one of your stock run buzzes. But I will say, I think that's going to go right in my bag, and I'll find a spot for it for sure. All right, let's head down to Dry Creek and find a couple of holes where we can throw it. All right, so here we are at Dry Creek Disc Golf Park. Oh, I got my mind on that pig. I got one of the blind bag pigs. I'm ready to open it. I'm waiting for my buddy Ed. He's getting one too, and we're going to open it together on camera, so stay tuned and have a look for that. All right, so we are down on hole number 4. It plays about 225 feet. The buzz should be perfect for this. I think I don't really need to throw the other buzzes. I'm just going to throw the BuzzSaw on this. They all pretty much fly the same anyways. A little more understable than I remember. That's likely due to my ability as well, because I haven't thrown a buzz in a really long time. So I might just have a little bit more arm speed, a little bit more torque, get it to flip up. So what I want to do is I want to kind of put this flat, and I want it to push out and then hopefully finish at the basket. So maybe a little bit of hyzer. All right, let's see where we ended up. We hit a tree there, so probably shortened the distance a bit, but... Oh, there we are. Not bad at all. Okay, last shot with the BuzzSaw Buzz. Now, this is a hole I wouldn't normally throw the buzz on, even a 5-speed disc. I throw a pure, my putter, because I can get my pure to turn over and just hug that left line all the way to the basket. But if you watched my Glacier video, you saw that I'm starting to throw some kind of flex shots here. I don't think this thing's going to flex. I think it's a lot more understable for me than I expected. So I'm just going to try to put this out pretty flat and see if I can't get it to either stay straight or drift a little bit to the right and get towards the basket. Well, now that is absolutely parked. The basket, if you can't see it, is right behind that tree, so that's absolutely perfect. Let's go up and have a look, and then we'll finish up, talk a little bit about the BuzzSaw. Well, that is absolutely parked. I could not really ask for a better shot unless it went in. This thing, it's absolutely a buzz. I think I learned a lot about this disc today because I hadn't thrown one for so long. And I think now that I have quite a bit more power than I used to, I think the last time I was throwing the buzz for me was always fairly overstable. This thing, on the other hand, this thing is absolutely money. It doesn't fly any different, really, than those other buzzes. I think what we saw in the field could be put down to my throws. I think if I were to play back, and I'm going to do that when I do the edit here, those ESP ones that went over the fence, I'm positive they came out on a massive anhyzer, but they flew a long way as well. Grip locks always do. If I could control my grip lock, I could crush. This actually, I think this is going to go in my bag. This makes up a slot I think that I probably have. I've got a lot of mids in my bag right now, and it's more about them all fighting for space. I've got stuff like the Detour, and I've got a Core, and I've got a few other ones in there that kind of all do similar things. The Detour is obviously much more understable. But this BuzzSaw is absolutely spectacular, and I love it. I love the look. I love the stamp. And to me, the look of a disc matters. You know, it matters to me. That's one of the reasons why I like to buy pretty discs. That's the biggest reason why I bought that OTB Tempo. If you haven't watched the Tempo video, go back and watch that, the Tempo in the range. So I think I'm going to put this in my bag. I got a tournament tomorrow to play, and hopefully this will do me well in the woods if I can get it to just flip up and fly straight like it did just there. All right, thanks for joining me again here on Graybeard Disc Golf. Have a great afternoon. Take a day off. Don't worry about your putting. You know, work on your mental game. You know, by that I mean get a cup of hot chocolate and sit in front of the TV and watch some disc golf on TV. Thanks again. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you again next time.